All right, everyone, we are back. We are back here, the S10 build series, the never-ending S10 build series. Long story short, a lot of stuff happened, but we are back on the S10. Got a lot of work to do this winter before it's ready to run next season. First things first, we got to build a new fuel cell. What I got here is some stainless plate. I got her all chopped to the correct size. Half of it's prepped. I got this little 3/4 guy, that'll be the feed. Started working on this before I decided I felt like recording, so you're welcome. Just a quick reminder of the fuel system we got here going on. We got a Magna Fuel 750. Basically, this is where the old tank sat. It was a 16-gallon and had a lot of problems on deceleration with zero fuel pressure. Not quite going to cut it. We're going to raise the tank, make it stainless, and shrink it down to like a 6-gallon. So not a lot of road trips in this vehicle, but I think that's acceptable. And then reorganize this deal a little bit better here with the Magna Fuel. Probably have a little longer stick out, hopefully move the fuel pump over. And then I don't have to have this double 90, which was always temporary, but it's really ugly and not good for fuel pressure. Hopefully I can eliminate that by doing some wizardry in there. Enough wasting your time, let's get right to it. Moving right along, I've got a couple pieces of stainless pie cut here, short piece and long piece, and a -12 stainless bung and a oval hole. This is going to be for the return line for the fuel. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, probably looking at it. Let's just get right to fitting it up, and maybe it'll make sense then. Well, my camera messed up there for a second. That's the new terminology I'll use when I get tired of recording and so I just get some stuff done. So here's our little drop section for the fuel inlet. I got the plates welded out on that. And then I went ahead and got the side plates on and welded out, which means next on the list, I got my little 1/2-inch drain cut to the right angle and fit on there, and we'll weld that out. So I got my 1/2-inch drain bung welded on there, and then I went ahead and tacked this side of the front. So now I'll fit up the top line here, make sure it matches up, and then the other side, and go from there. We got this here contraption made up to hold this bad boy right here. This will be my filler neck adapter, and that'll sit right there on this piece of tube. Weld that out. Got this cap here that'll screw on there. Then this guy is cut at a pretty steep angle, and that will weld on the top and shoot off to the side so that it's easier to fill it from the side of the truck. The previous tank filler was right in the center of the fuel tank, which did not work out very well because I had to climb in the bed every time. As much as I like to rip a pair of jeans or two, that was getting a little old, so this should work out a little better. All right, folks, well, we can see the finish line from here. We got the cap all made up with the return is over here. The rollover vent is over here. I didn't think I was gonna add one, but I went ahead and cut a hole for the fuel level sender unit. We got our filler neck right here, and the whole base is made up. While you guys were not looking, real quick, bent up some feet, welded them on there because it's gonna have to be elevated a couple inches so that I can get the fuel line off the bed level. It'll just come out a little bit and run over. So I needed that little gap under there to make that space. So really, last step is to get this guy fit up and then weld it out all the way around the top. And that'll be it pretty much for the tank fabrication. All right, I've devised this little contraption here to show you how the fuel sender is going to work. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to see the fuel gauge from inside the truck, but that doesn't really matter. The only times it matters are if I'm trying to fill it, or if I'm going to mix fuels or something, mix alcohols, whatever. Basically, it's nice to know when I'm getting close to full, because my rollover vent back here is fairly low profile, and I don't want to just shoot a bunch of gas out of it everywhere. So let me show you how this works. So here is the fuel sender guy, and basically it's just a variable resistor. This is for you newbies out there. So as this float goes up, the resistance that passes through this goes up. So you only need one wire to it in this situation because I got a metal tank, so the common ground will just feed back up, and this gauge is grounded here to the device that it's mounted on. So all you gotta do is send power to the gauge and then the top of the resistor back to the gauge. So as it fills up, this float starts to float in the gas, and as you can see, when I move the float, the needle goes up. So when it's halfway up, it's halfway. Then when you get to the very top, it says full. And then you come back down. There's a little bit of a lag there, but it'll work good for what I need it for. Now, the reason you normally have to have a common ground attachment to both this and this guy if you had a plastic tank or something, but since it's metal, this will work. But as you can see, if I take this off here, then it no longer reads, it just goes haywire. So when I touch it to that, then the ground is complete, and yeah, you get the threw around the back here and put some bolts on the back side. As you can see, I put the valve on. I got the fitting coming off the valve there. That'll obviously run across the bed to the fuel pump and filter and all that garbage, and then run underneath the bed and up the front to the massive powerhouse up there. That's right, I'm talking about this John Deere mower. It fits pretty good here in the back. This turned out pretty nice. I'll be able to fill it pretty smoothly from the edge of the bed here, versus before I used to have to get in the bed of the truck to fill it, and that was kind of a pain. And I'll be able to see it, the level, as I fill it. So yeah, it turned out pretty nice there. Waiting on some parts to come in before I can hook the pump up. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it as always. And if this video comes out in time, then hopefully we're all on the same page here. But a Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And I'll be seeing you around.